The F80 M3 is one of BMW's latest M products. Specified here is the 2016 competition package. I'm always amazed at how a relatively humble saloon car can command such huge respect. And if ever there was a package that epitomises this, then the compact has to be it. So what do you get for your 3K? Well, power is up 19 brake, which brings the 0 to 60 sprint down 1/10 of a second to 4 seconds. You obviously get the 20-inch alloys, which are also found in gold on the GTS. Slightly subjective, for me it's about the lack of concave rear, but hey, they've grown on me over the last couple of weeks. You get the revised chassis, which includes dampers, anti-roll bars, and visually 10mm lower. The M Sports exhaust, a bit of a niggly one for me that. Quite why it's not included as standard is kind of beyond me, but hey, that's probably for another video. You've got the high gloss shadow line, which is the black exhaust tips, obviously the signature black kidney grills, and then relatively new to that lineup is this M boot badge too, which again, like the wheels, have grown on me, creating kind of like a stealthy look in total. Jumping inside, you've got the beautiful lightweight front sport seats. I think Vaders were the winners for me back in the day, but this is now Pitman to the post. These sculptures, backless if you like, little sections, yeah, really beautiful, really considered pieces. And then nice little touches like the seat belts from the GTS. All of these little trinkets are all kind of smattered with all of the BMW M3 gear that we've come to know and love. So out on the road, we're in the main event here, and behind the wheel it could be a 320 to be honest. It could be a touring for all you'd know from this current experience. Ring comfort, thick trim steering wheel, kind of comfy, accomplished type of car. And BMW seem to have been able to bottle this. They now have it on tap, like what is a sub-brand, where they're just kind of spreading that across the range. So their cars feel there's a lot of synergy between all the models now. And part of that, I think, has been some of the criticism from diehards, myself included, over the years, when they make a radical evolution between generations, and you kind of start questioning whether that's the right way to go and whether things are being diluted or not. But I think a good example of that, an extreme example of that, is coming out of the E30 into an E36. So something that's been homologated versus something that's been more built for the road. But then years later, it's fair to say that you'd say that it's a more comfortable, more established, quicker car, built for the reasons for road purposes. And I think the parallel I'm trying to draw there is the same with the F80. So suddenly we've found it with 4 doors. Suddenly it's got a turbocharged engine, and again the purist is saying, hey, what's going on here? What's going on with the brand that I love? And are they losing their way? Here we are in the kind of 2016 compact, and I'm in love with it. I prefer it over the M4, which is the coupe version of it. I'm loving the 4 doors. It's made it seems more brawnier. And the turbocharged side of things. I mean, who didn't want a turbo when they were growing up? I mean, the Renault 5s, the kind of all the fast Fords. I mean, I thought they were awesome. And although I didn't have one, I always kind of enjoyed BMW's kind of decorum that they have in their brand. Yeah, now that the two worlds have come together, if you like, I kind of feel like it's in the best place it's ever been. So kind of test car in question. As I said, I'm in the comfort, let's call it 320 mode. I've programmed my M buttons on the steering wheel. I've got Sport on M1 and I've got Sport Plus on M2. Sport Plus has been a real challenge to kind of master and kind of live with in the wintry conditions when we've had this car. So I've kind of running things in Sport on M1 mode at the minute. Just pressed it there. The car's just woken up. It's like it's got suddenly been plugged in with 240 volts. It's going, it's incredible. Everything's taut now, so the suspension's stiffer, the exhaust notes cracklier, so steering's a touch stiffer. Again, all those settings are customizable here and through the latest iDrive. But for these kind of conditions, I haven't been pushing it much further into Sports Plus mode. I mean, what we're essentially dealing with is 444 brake through the rear wheels. So I think BMW are reaching the end of their rear wheel kind of grip, if you like. Very skiddy roads today. yeah, that shove, suddenly that ferocity of the gear change just flashes up the stability control. It's like ice skating. It's mental, it's absolutely brilliant. And then we'll calm down. We'll go back into 320D mode, shall we? Get the kids in the back. So to wrap that up, the competition package ultimately sums up what we M fans have come to love about the product. It's the little big things that turn this saloon or coupe into a globally loved icon. It's 2 cars for the price of 1. Yes, I could play devil's advocate and say that these subtle touches should be standard, but times have changed and it is what it is. Do I like it? I'd question any car fan, any serious car fan that doesn't. To experience this for yourself and to draw your own conclusion, contact B&W Park Lane.